Hello FHS, this is Mr. Lund, coming to you live from the cloud with this public service announcement. We're going to learn how to check into flexible learning spaces at Farmington High School. As you might know, at Farmington High School, we offer opportunities for students to learn outside the classroom at times when qualified and when appropriate to do so. And basically, the reasons for being able to be in our flex spaces during one of our classroom hours from 1 to 5 would be basically that your teacher flexes you for some reason. If you look at the appropriate reasons on the left here, you notice that everyone starts with your teacher. And there's many of unique situations why you get that opportunity and that freedom. But know that it is up to your teacher, know that it must be earned, and it is actually not necessarily a right, but it's a privilege that you can lose. Here on the right are reasons that are not good ones for being flexed into our spaces. And notice that they all begin with you. Now again, you do have a lot of freedom at Farmington High School, and we hang our hat, and we are prideful of that. But again, working in flexible spaces in the building is a privilege. So let's learn how you get to check into those spaces. So in one of our flexible spaces, when you see this sign, want to use this space, you scan with your device this QR code. I suggest that you use your school-given iPad instead of your phone because, Wi-Fi. But depending on the space, you're going to find these things, all over the place. Windows, walls, tables, floors, ceilings, lights, whatever. Once you scan that QR code, you're going to come to a screen that I don't have shown here, but you're going to be asked to log into your ISD 19 or 2 account with your credentials, and that will bring you to a screen that looks like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to choose, at the top, you'll have a drop-down menu, but you're going to choose your flexible time schedule. It might say something else, but you want it to say flex time. Right now we have some other defaults in there. For instance, as awesome as Megan Wagner is, for your flex time in our spaces, you want to choose flex time. This will bring you to a number of options, really depending on the day, depending on the hour. Not all of these will be available during our lunchtime, etc. But this is where you will simply choose the location that you're in. You can choose one of these depending on the place that you find yourself. Let's pick the FHS Commons. Once you choose the Commons, notice that we went from red to green, and you are now checked into the FHS Commons. This is right now just a way to organize our spaces, a way to account for being in the right place during the right time. You don't want to come up absent when you try to flex into these places or check into these places. You should be able to show this green screen to any adult that comes and asks you, and you might be annoyed multiple times during a particular hour. You might be asked by a teacher, a hall monitor, and or an assistant principal, maybe even the principal, and each time you can just show them the green screen, and of course, along with not being counted absent. And you are free to study. See what I did there? Free to study. If you have any questions, be sure to ask.